Hi there, my name is Corey Michael Sanchez here. I'm one of the founders of mojoglobal.com, and I wanted to make this quick video for you, really showing you the ultimate guide to mining the gold out of LinkedIn. In fact, today I'm going to show you how to get LinkedIn connections fast and how to get 5 appointments in 5 minutes worth of work from a free LinkedIn account, all from your cell phone. Now, this is some proven strategies I'm going to show you here, and you're really absolutely going to love what it can do for you. And just so you know, many of you have heard of Mojo before. Some of you have not, but Mojo has been responsible for well over 10,000 appointments in LinkedIn. We've helped Sharon Lechter, New York Times bestselling author, do about 6 figures in business from a promotion that took place in 30 days. We also helped somebody get 45 responses in one day. Another person get $60,000 in closed business, all in 3 weeks. So, and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of case studies besides that. I just got a testimonial from somebody. We helped them close $2 million worth of business. It's pretty fabulous. I'm really quite blown away. But let me dive into it, okay? Let me share with you exactly how you do this. I'm gonna pull up in my screen so you can see it, okay? And we're gonna dive right in. Okay, so this is going to be a great topic. You're going to love it. So take some notes here. And at the end of this, I'm going to also share with you how you can get training on 7 other ways to monetize LinkedIn. You're going to definitely want to tune in for that because that's when it gets even more exciting. So let's dive in, shall we? So the ultimate guide to mining the gold out of LinkedIn. First, you want to really find the gold. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to find and locate the gold. Then we're going to talk about the system, the method that you use, which is really when you start the manual process of digging for the gold, right? And next, once you have the gold and you've dug for it and you have it there, then it's time to extract it and really make it so it's usable and so you can actually monetize it, right? So that's the next phase. So let's start with finding the gold, which is all about targeting. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is identify your prospects by using keywords that will be present in your prospects profile, right? You're looking for search criteria that can really help you identify who you're looking for. Now, something you should know, search criteria comes in all kinds of different forms, but job titles, right? Like location, such as where they're at, geographic area, their industry, their company name, right? These are all different things. So let me give you an example. For instance, if you're looking for the CEO, right, or you're looking for a job title where you're looking for the CEO, then your search criteria would just be CEO. Okay, now if you want to dive in a little bit more and you want to combine it with, say, an industry, right? So the job title and industry would be CEO and marketing. That would be your search criteria right there. Now, maybe you want to do just a certain location. Maybe you're only looking for CEOs in Scottsdale, which is where Mojo is headquartered at, right? So maybe you want to do that. Or maybe you're looking for a job title in a company such as you're looking for the human resources director in Pepsi, right? Or Coca-Cola if you prefer that one. So this is kind of how you hone it in and really understand who to go after inside LinkedIn. So really sky's the limit. So let me give you some other keyword examples here. For instance, you can go after CEOs, you can go after founders and owners of companies and attorneys and dentists, or another term for dentists is DDS, right? So you can make sure you pull up everybody. Speakers, maybe you go after speakers or authors or plumbers or human resources, or even directors, right? Vice presidents, managers, nurses, doctors, like that. So really, sky's the limit when you take a look at this. So these are all not all of them. These are examples of keywords, but you can go and find your own if they're not on this list, right? Okay, so now let's go to digging for the gold, which is really to invite them to connect, right? Guys, this is a process that works time and time again. It's always worked for us. Right now, Mojo we're just blowing it up on LinkedIn using the same formula, and we're giving this formula to you because you know what? You deserve to know it, because not enough people really talk about this. So we really want to put it in your hands so you could do this. Now, easy pickings, right? And you should be doing this as first degree connections, right? You don't have to invite those people to connect. Those are already connections of yours. I just wanted to say this because I see a lot of people not prospecting with their existing first level connections. Now, some of you might have connections that you can't prospect. Maybe they're friends or family members or college buddies, right? But I guarantee you in there, there's probably some prospects. So just easy pickings, go after your first degree connections, kind of like finding gold on the ground, right? So you just lean over and you pick it up. But let's talk about the mother lode, right? And this is the gold beneath the ground. And we're talking about second degree connections. These are people associated with your connections, but that are not current in your network. Okay. And the interesting thing about this is more is more. The more gold you find, the easier it is to find more, right? Now, while that might be true in as far as gold mines go, but in LinkedIn, it's called the network effect. And the more people you get connected to, the more second degree connections you have. So you have kind of an exponential effect that happens whenever you connect with folks. So that's one of the cool things about LinkedIn, is that just the more you connect to people, the more connections open up to you. So let me show you this ingenious method of connecting with folks that only takes 5 minutes of your time, that you can even do from your cell phone. Okay, so I'm going to show you using screenshots and all that stuff, but you can do this very quickly. In fact, while you're watching this video, I would hope that you're using the method. You could even hit pause and do this yourself at the same time. Step one is just get on your phone and log into your LinkedIn account. Okay, so basically, you see the screenshot here. Essentially, that's what it looks like. Okay, let me just kind of maximize this so you can get a more of a picture here. So you see right up here, this is kind of what appears as a search bar, right? So you can start searching for things, and you can search for people, jobs, companies, or groups. And so all my, first level connections start appearing right away. Well, so once you get to this screen, the next thing you want to do, is absolutely start using your search criteria. So for instance, use a search bar. So if I'm going after CEOs of software companies, then I would type in CEO and then software, like you see up here. Okay. Now this is step two, just put the criteria in. So now you see all these second level connections. That might be a little hard to see, but this little gray button, it's hard to see in general, but it says secondary connection. You'll notice that over here, you've got a little round button and you've got a little gray man inside. So all you have to do really, and this is so simple, guys, is click that button. And then what's going to happen from there is you're going to connect with your secondary connections. It's actually going to throw out a connection to them. Okay, so you hit that button and it's just easy. You just keep going down the line and keep hitting that button. Now you can also you can look at their profile and all that stuff and kind of dig into it and check them out a little bit more if you choose, right? Or you can just connect with them based upon your search criteria. It's really up to you, but you can see how quickly, within a matter of minutes, 5 minutes, you could be reaching out to 25, 50 people, maybe more, and connecting with them. Okay, so this is step two, digging for gold, your 5-minute method. It's so easy. Get on your cell phone, and everybody has a smartphone, so just get on your smartphone, right, and do this. So next comes extracting the gold, right? Now is the monetization part of it, because just connecting with people won't just do much of anything unless you take this next step. So the next step is messaging your prospect. And when your prospect connects with you and they say accept your connection, then the next thing you want to do is send them a message to build the relationship. Okay, this is just how it starts. Now, there's critical elements of a message, just so you know. One is aspect of is personalization, right? And personalization just means include their name in there. Okay, that's really super important. And next one is introduction. Right? Introduce, who are you? The next one is the point of the message. What's the point of you messaging that person, right? And then also the call to action, what they do next. So those are the 4 critical elements of a message, and keep it simple. Don't keep it pitchy. Don't make it long either. Okay. People are very busy executives, and they're not going to say yes to you if they have to really read this essay that's going on, right? So let me just give you a simple framework for a message that works out really well. Okay, just hi, and then whoever's name it is, Jim, Sue, Bill, Bob, whoever it is. I saw you on LinkedIn, want to reach out, introduce myself, and connect with you. I specialize in helping companies, and then you just put in whatever it is you help them do. I'd love to get on the phone for a quick chat to get to know you better. What looks best for you in the next couple of weeks? Looking forward to speaking, right? And so that's a simple message, right? And you obviously tweak this and put something in it. And you always, one of the biggest things to keep in mind is always what's in it for them, right? It's called WIIFM. What's in it for me? So keep that high and keep a big factor in there that really kind of speaks to them on why they should really speak with you. So that's a very simple framework, but that's about as simple as it gets. And the point of the message. I mean, you might want to invite them to get acquainted with a phone meeting, maybe register for a webinar or a live event. Maybe you want to get them to opt in for free content, such as a white paper, a free report, a video series, all of that, or even a demo, or even make a referral to a decision maker or someone in their network. So so that's it, guys. I mean, this was like the 5-minute method. You see, this is not a time-consuming kind of deal. I'm a big believer in that the most effective thing should in fact be very, very simple, right? And so this is as simple as it gets. You can do this all from your cell phone and just connect with all sorts of people. And you saw how you could even target the people that you're looking for as well. So that's another great thing. A couple of critical notes is you got to have the right equipment, meaning, make sure you have a really well done profile that's complete, it's filled out, it's attractive to folks. Because if you don't, you're really going to push people away rather than attract them and bring them in closer. So always have the right equipment, right? We make a lot of analogies to digging for gold, and this is certainly one of those. You want to extract the gold quickly, okay? And this means that you want to get them off of LinkedIn and right away. I mean, you absolutely want to do that immediately. So so make sure you extract the gold quickly, get them on a phone call, get them off of their LinkedIn platform and into your email and back and forth. The biggest thing is set a meeting, right, where you actually talk to them face to face. That's what it's all about. It's all about building relationships. So that's really huge. And never give up. Okay, there's a story out there called 3 Feet from Gold, right? It was based on Napoleon Hill's formula in Think and Grow Rich, and it was all about this miner who basically found a vein of gold, right, and kept doing digging, bought all kinds of equipment, extracted gold, and did pretty well at it, and then it all of a sudden dried up. And so he kept digging and kept trying to find more gold, and then he just got so frustrated with it, he actually went back home, he sold his equipment, all of that stuff. And someone came along and did a geological study and realized that just 3 feet from where he was digging, there was more gold. And so they took it over and they actually started digging for gold, and they actually found a ton of gold there. And wouldn't you know it, it was just 3 feet away from where the other individual was digging, and he just gave up. He just gave up too quickly. So just realize that that you should use this formula. It definitely works. Keep going at it. Okay, because this is, and right now I can see you 3 feet from gold because you are literally just a couple minutes away from utilizing this and seeing it work firsthand and lining up your next 5 appointments and closing deals, right? So, put it to work and take action on this because it certainly does work. Now, let me talk about what you do next, right? I hope you like this, and I hope you share this video with other people that can definitely enjoy it, and get it out there because it's certainly something that works incredibly well. And as you can see, it doesn't take a lot of time. But what you should know next is we've got a training that's starting in just a matter of days, and it's 7 ways to monetize LinkedIn. And I want you to be on this training because we have such a wealth of knowledge when it comes to LinkedIn, and I really don't think it's out there enough. We know a lot of things just because we've been focusing on LinkedIn for going on 5 years now, just almost exclusively. So so we get to find out things about LinkedIn that most people don't. And the reason is because A, we're in it all day, and B, we spend more money on it than most people do. So we've really kind of figured that element out. And we want you to be able to do this because you know what, we're coming down to the end of the year, and most people, I mean, there's a lot of people out there that haven't reached their goals. They haven't filled their sales pipeline. They haven't closed as many deals that they'd like to, and we don't want that to happen to you. So we want to help you, and this is our way of doing that. So the next thing you should do is sign up for our live training, 7 ways to monetize LinkedIn, where you're going to get our methods, right? Our 7 methods that'll work for you. You can pick any one of these methods, right? And just one method made $83,000 for us last month. Which is pretty incredible if you think about it. And the cool part about it is Rose is my business partner, and I, we don't have to work any harder for this, right? In fact, if you do LinkedIn correctly, you should be making about $500 to $1,000 a day on closed business minimum, right? And and so we're doing much more than that. But for you to get that, I mean, that's really exceptional. And so that's what you should be doing, right, on LinkedIn, and just making it a huge gold mine that you're tapping into. And it's really very limitless because there's so many people on LinkedIn. I mean, it's just a vast network. I mean, going on almost 400,000 people, right? And the the average salary is just so much higher on LinkedIn, and you get access to decision makers, people that can really absolutely do business with you, and they've got the budgets to spend. So that's why we love getting into LinkedIn and all that stuff. So, and we want you to have these methods. So we're going to give you our process maps, our methods. We're going to give you some bonuses for doing it. This is live training that we're going to do, and basically, here's the best part about all of this stuff is that you reserve your seat. It's $0 now, and you only pay $97 if you love the content. Okay, so just let us know. I mean, if you don't love it, then you don't have to pay for it. I mean, this is really a zero risk kind of formula for you, and one that is really truly going to serve you long into the future. And it's going to help you fill your calendar. It's going to help you really max out your sales pipeline. It's going to help you do this quickly. Okay, we're not talking about something that should take you 30, 60 days or 6 months. This is stuff that you can use right away. In fact, the method that I just taught you, you can use almost instantly. You should be using it right now to connect with those folks and lining up your next appointments. And that's how we like to keep it. So there's more information on this page. This is very limited. We're only taking so many folks on here. In fact, we're doing this because we're really putting this into a course. We're going to charge a lot more money in it. So really, this is kind of as low as it gets. And in fact, if you know Mojo, you know that we typically charge starting just $5,400 for the year for our software, for our training, and all of that stuff. So, I mean, this is about as good as it gets. So you definitely want to get going on this and get started with our methods. So thanks so much for watching this video. Hope you learned some really great things. Please feel free to pass this on to other folks that would enjoy it. And we are certainly looking forward to seeing you inside our training. So until then, adios.